Hello everyone, today we're going to do LeetCode problem, daily temperature. So we're required pretty much to find, for each index of the array, we're required to find how many indices away are we from a warmer temperature. So if you look at 73, the next warmer temperature is 74, and that's one index away. For 74, 75 is one index away, and so on. If we look at 74, if we look at 75, the next warmer temperature is 4 indices away, and that's why we return 4 in this index. So pretty much we can do this in a brute force way. Pretty simple, right? We can just for each index we can just traverse the rest of the array and find the difference between those indices. This is the brute force solution, which gives us big O of n squared. We can obviously improve that using a stack, right? So using a stack, we have to actually what we have to do is traverse the array from the last element all the way to the first element, right? And we're going to do the following. If the array is not empty, we have to pop all the indices with lower or equal temperature, right? And if the stack still has elements, that means a warmer temperature is found, and after that we push the current element to the stack. Let's do a dry run of this code, of this algorithm real quick. So that's our answer array, right? It's still all zeros, and what we gotta do is we're just gonna push 60 into the stack, since the stack is empty anyways. Actually, we're not gonna push 60, we're gonna push the index of 60, right? So yeah. And for 50, we're going to check, we're going to pop all the indices with lower or equal temperature. But if we look at the current pushed index into the stack, we'll find that 60 is greater than 50. So yeah, we would just calculate the difference between them, like 3 minus 2. So that would give us 1. And that goes into our answer array, right? So yeah, and we're gonna push the index of 50 here, right? Index 2 corresponds to 50, and we're going to see for index 1, we're going to pop all the indices with lower or equal temperature. Obviously 50 is more, so we would just put 1 here in the answer array, which is the difference between 2 and 1, right? And then we're gonna push 40 onto the stack. Not 40, I will push the index of 40 into the stack. And then same thing goes for 30. 40 is higher, so we would just put 1 over here and push 0, which is, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. So first we need a stack. So we need also a result array. Result equals right. So as we said, we're going to traverse the array from the end. Let's just copy this so it's easier. Temperatures dot length minus 1. Right, so I is greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus. So what we need to do here is first we need to pop all the indices with a lower or equal temperature, right? than the current index, right? And after that, if a temperature if the stack isn't empty, that means we found a warmer temperature. Right? And then we're just gonna push the current element into the stack. So yeah, that's what we gotta do. So while stack isn't empty, and the temperatures of I is greater than or equal to stack the peak, right? Actually, not stack the peak, since we are storing the indices in the stack. So temperatures of stack the peak, right? We're gonna push indices into the stack. We're not gonna push temperatures directly. So while that condition is true, we would keep popping indices from the stack. So stack.pop, right? So now if the stack still has elements, that means there's a warmer temperature, so we need to calculate that index and put it in our results array, right? So if stack isn't empty, that means result of I equals the difference between stack the peak minus current index, right? So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And after all of that, we're just gonna push the current element into the stack. So stack.push I, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's see if this works. Yeah, I used this for some reason. So yeah, it works. Let's submit this. So yeah, it works. For the space complexity, we're using big O of n for the stack, and for the time complexity, it's obviously big O of n, because we can't do any better than this. We have to traverse the whole array. So yeah, hopefully that was easy to understand, and see you in the next one.